Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to restart the stream. But yeah, I just wanted to say, well, first, since I've restarted the stream, this is a artistic discussion video where, as you can see, I'm painting. This is something that I've sculpted, so I'm just like doing the finishing touches on this and painting it. And I'm also going to be talking about news and politics as I create, as I discuss. So, oh, that got in my eye. So this piece, I'll talk a little bit about the piece first before we start getting into politics, but you can think a little bit about, you can think of this a little bit as a parlor, like old school parlors back in the day used to be a place to discuss politics while also creating. It was kind of like a third space. Um, Old school parlors just used to be like a third space for people to talk about different topics, whatever was happening in the world. The queen was being, or the king was being executed, or, it was a place where rebellions started, it was a place where revolution started, and it was also a place where creativity started. So I want to bring that back in a sense digitally, where you guys can watch me create, but also create yourselves. Like we can kind of do body doubling or co-create sessions where, as I'm painting and as I'm creating, you guys can also work on your creative tasks because I find that it's easy to be kind of like get into a synchronicity when you're working amongst other creatives and get into a flow state. But not only that, we can discuss important news topics that need to be discussed and are very, very important. And that's clearly the basis of incendiary balloons is we combined human rights topics with and hard-hitting political news, social justice covering it, but we also allow room for human experience to create and to make something out of this rigid, disgusting system that is capitalist society. Oh, my noise canceling headphones just shipped. I just got a notification on my phone that the noise canceling headphones shipped. I've been wanting to get those for a while. I also ordered a green screen, so I think that shipped here should be. The green screen's gonna come tomorrow. The headphones will be here today. I don't know. I ordered it from Amazon, so this is gonna be a mixed bag of whether it's actually gonna be noise canceling or if it's just gonna be, you know, trash or a paperweight. Okay, the hard parts are getting in the crevices. Yo, I have to delete this Lemon 88 app. I downloaded it when I thought TikTok was getting, hey, thanks for joining. Where are you from? Do you want to create with me? I'm in the process of painting a sculpture that I created. And we're also talking about politics, but just taking a brief intermission. I just got a notification from Lemon 88, and I need to delete that app because I feel like it is one of the most like just like they post the craziest stuff on there, but I can't find myself to delete it because it's semi-entertaining. Like I just saw a post appear that said build boobs in the gym. They're giving a tutorial of how to build boobs in the gym, which I don't know, is that I don't think that's possible. Maybe you can create the illusion of boobs. I also feel like that's highly targeted because I mean look look at me. I feel attacked right now. This app, I feel like this app really has like some sort of tracking on it because how is it they knew that I had no boobs? And how is it? It's like every time something pops up, it will be like something so specific, hyper specific to me, but also just so crazy. Sometimes it's just like stuff that's so crazy. Okay. Hey, thanks for joining. Here's what I painted so far. I'm gonna add, I wish I had like some sort of gloss mixing these two colors, but I wish I had like a glossy color. I could, you know, just make it a little shiny. Where are you guys from and how is your Saturday going? If it's Saturday where you are. This will just, I'm gonna have to just make this like a lip liner. And I need to cover that up with some brown. Where are you guys from? Are you guys artists as well? Okay, so now we'll get to the portion of politics, talking about politics. I'm just trying to fix the detail on this. Hey y'all, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. I just want to say, I know there's only about 3 people in the chat, but I'm thankful for those 3 because I feel like we can build community together. And I love finding other people who are interested in similar things. I think it's so important. Um, Hold on, I just have to fix this. I think it's so important that we build solid community together. And I'm always appreciative, even if it's just for one view, because imagine this is real life. All 3 of us, all 4 of us would be sitting in the room. You guys would be sitting here and we'd be talking. I'm appreciative just to be talking to 4 people who are interested. And I love you guys for supporting and watching. If you guys feel like commenting, you can comment where you're from, what you're doing, what you want to see. Here's how it's coming along so far. Oh, I just almost hit myself in the face. It's coming along good, shaping up okay, shaping up nicely. I think adding this pink actually added like a nice undertone. Whereas before at up top it's like a bit of a flat brown, but now this added a really nice undertone. I'm getting better and better at this. Oh, thank you for following Deadly Diva. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on, let me really show appreciation and thank you. Thank you. Deadly Diva, I'm sending you all the love in the world. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you're blessed. Like, you're just such an amazing spirit. I can feel it through the camera. And I just want to thank you for supporting me as well. Um, Also, I would love to know how I can support you guys. Like, if there's anything that you guys want to cover, anything that you guys want to talk about, if there's any news or politics or anything that you guys want to see or hear me talk about or unpack, please let me know and I will always do that. Like, I love to talk about news. And hold on one second. Oh, I see your comments now. Oh, it is. It's kind of addictive, Chicago, and I do semi-art. Oh, okay. What type of semi-art? Like, what is your favorite piece that you've done? Hey, can't stay, but welcome back. I'll chat later if you're still on. Yes. I still have to join the Discord. I followed you, but I need to join the Discord. Deadly Diva, I love your profile picture. Did you draw that? Because that is really amazing. Here's what I'm doing so far. I sculpted this, and I think I'm doing better. What would you say, Deadly Diva, you're getting better at? And when it comes to your artwork, like what would you say are some areas that you want to improve? And what are some areas that you're getting better at when it comes to your art? Also, I love Chicago. Like Chicago is, I'm from Philly, so I love Chicago. I love going out there. And you guys have really good food. What is semi-art? I don't think I really know too much about it. Like, is that digital? Is that digital drawings? Oh, why did I just do that? I should have. Shit, I might have made a mistake. 1 second. Can you tell me a little bit about semi-art? Oh, printmaking pot. Okay, yeah, I do too. Okay, so we do the same thing. I love pottery. I mean, I made this in pottery. This, I'm getting better. This is not my best piece, but it's getting there. Um, I love pottery. I love printmaking. I love 3D printing. I love embroidery, punch needling. I also love creating, like, I haven't gotten into creating it, but I do love miniatures. Um, yeah, I really love miniatures. Like, whether it's creating miniatures out of clay or watching people create miniatures out of clay. I also really love miniatures out of paper as well, like paper crafts. So yeah, I love semi art too. Did you draw your profile picture? Because it's really nice. But yeah, okay, so now I'm gonna talk about human rights. As I'm working, we can work together. If you guys have art that you're working on, we can kind of co-work and body double. Nice. Yeah, your profile picture is nice. If you guys have art that you're working on, we can co-work, body double, or you can just join along for the chat. I'm about to start talking about some political topics. If there's political topics that you guys want to talk about or really want to see covered, you can submit it, you can drop it in the chat, but I'm just going to start talking about what I want to right now. I want to talk a little bit about Burkina Faso and Ibrahim Traore. Burkina Faso, I think right now, is a modern example of what the type of leadership and the type of government the rest of the world should be following. And that is a leadership and a government that is based in anti-imperialism, anti-colonialism, and about retrieval from what's been stolen at the hands of imperialist and colonialist bloodlusts. Now, in particular, I want to talk about Ibrahim Traore. As you know, he is the interim president of Burkina Faso, and he is somebody who I admire so much because he's one of the first African leaders, not first, but he's really, I'll say he's one of the main, youngest, and yeah, I'll say first African leader. Oh, shit. That was close. He's one of the first and main African leaders to really, one, not be bought by corruption and the West's imperialist tactics. That's for one. Not only is he not being bought by the West's imperialist tactics, he's demanding what is rightfully the people's of Burkina Faso. He's demanding that France return all of the minerals and all of the assets that they stole. I'm sorry, all of the gold and all of the assets that they stole and that they pillaged over the years from the people of Burkina Faso. He's demanding that they return it. And I think this is so notable because we see leaders all over the world being bought by the illusion of capitalism and the illusion of grandeur and the illusion that, um, if you sell out and you sell your people out, your family will be rich. And in a sense, yeah, a lot of the corrupt politicians, their families are rich, their families do benefit, but in the long run, their families are going to suffer. And it's not even about their families suffering. I think it's about the masses of the people getting what's deserved. For so long, Africa, which is such a wealth, like, not even just wealth, such a rich place in terms of people, in terms of culture, in terms of minerals, in terms of wealth. Africa is leading, and it's always been the case where Africa has been depleted by Western and European leaders. I say leaders in air quotes. If my hands were free right now, I would do air quotes because none of them are leaders. They're all bloodthirsty, genocidal, how should I say, creatures. Like, I can't find the word, but creatures will do. Bloodthirsty, genocidal creatures slash symbols of a much larger institution and a much larger system. But for so long, Africa has constantly been set back by that type of imperialism and that type of, you know, pillaging. And it's been accepted by the leaders who, like I said, will sell out the people so that their family can be wealthy. Like we've seen a lot of corrupt politicians over the years. Now, um, what I love about Ibrahim Traore is that he is not trying to break bread with the West. He's actually very anti breaking bread with the West. His goals don't revolve around getting a seat at the table, right? I hate that saying of like, we need a seat at the table. No, we need to construct our own tables. We don't need a seat at Western European or white Anglo-Saxon Protestant tables. We really need to create our own. And I think what I love about Ibrahim Traore is that he is creating his own table. And it's not just his table, it's the people's table. He is basically liberating the people from being forced to sit at the table of Western capitalistic society. And he is basically trying to rebuild um, Burkina Faso in the way that it should be built, in the way that it originally was being built until intervention of colonists. And I respect him and love him so much because you can tell that he's somebody who truly is for the cause and truly is for revolution and truly is for the people. It's not about power with him. It's not about the illusion of a leader, like how we see in America. That's the problem, is a lot of times these two-party systems, it's about power and it's about the illusion of leading. Even when we had Black leaders, not much was done for the Black community. because it became more about playing the game in order to gain political favor. And I think that's when politics gets messed up, when you have people who treat it like, basically treat it like they're influencers or they're trying to gain political favor. And it's not even political favor. I'm going to tell the truth. It's about lobbying. It's about re-election. It's about staying in power and maintaining power. That's pretty much all it is in America. People, the politicians generally don't care to make any real change unless it means that they'll be reelected. So that's the problem with America's version of democracy, which is it's become a game of power, and it's become a game of who can secure the most of who can secure it's become a hyper individualistic game of who can secure the most from lobbyists and who can hold on to their seat the longest. It doesn't matter about the people. They'll do whatever if it means that they can maintain power. Ibrahim Traore, what I love about him is that you can tell his morals are not in question. His morals are not for sale. He won't do whatever just to remain interim president. In fact, he's doing the opposite that would make people, the West especially, want to remove his power. And that's how you know that he's working, doing the work of the masses and the people. And I respect him so much for that because there's no leaders. There's literally no modern leaders doing that right now. Like, absolutely none. Like, he is the true definition of what a politician should be. The true bold-faced definition of what a politician should be. Every other politician you're seeing that exists today in this current sphere, in this current cultural zeitgeist, is an exact poster child of what a politician should not be. It doesn't matter whether it's America, whether it's the UK, whether it's the UAE, whether it's Africa. Every single politician who exists today is a product of what, and when I say politician, I mean mainstream politician who is currently in office. I don't mean the people running, because there are some good socialist candidates who are running in America. And I always say, like, support third party candidates, supports socialist third party candidates. So I won't say all, I'm saying the people who currently hold power in these different countries, every single one of them who holds power is an example of what should not be. Ibrahim Traore, I feel, is a good example of what should be. And I feel like Ibrahim is a really good example of what should be, and what a true politician stands for and represents. And this is in so many ways. This isn't just to say, like, this isn't just because he's calling for France to return everything they've stolen. But this is because also, sorry, I need to do this. I need to make this detail because I'm trying to draw her edges and I don't have a tiny, I left the tiny paintbrush downstairs. So now I have to do this with a giant paintbrush and it's going to be a bit hard to draw edges like that. So I'm just going to draw like half circles. Big half circles. I need to draw her kitchen. But yeah, as I was saying, if you really look into the work that Ibrahim Traore is doing, he's not focused on media, he's not focused on how he looks to other countries. He is solely focused on getting what the people are owed. Like, there is nothing else to him besides that. And I think that's the type of leaders we need in power, not the types that's just gonna constantly switch values and do whatever for a vote. Like, or say that they represent something, say that they're pro Palestine or they're pro for the people, but their actions represent something much different. All of his actions have lined up. And with politicians, you have to look at actions, not words, and they rely on people not looking at they rely on people not looking at actions because a lot of the information about the bills that they pass and the things that they're working on, it's hidden information. You won't really find it unless you actively go out and look for it. So they rely on that sort of information gap because the average person is so bogged down by the system of capitalism and by the system of work. Who has time? Most people don't have time to research, like what's going on. So they rely on that misinformation and that information gap. But what we have to remember is we have to make time in ways that we can to organize. We really have to organize. Okay. I kind of messed this up, but you know what? This was just me playing around, so yeah, this is. Let me see. Maybe I can fix it. I'll be right back. I'm also making tea. This is jujube. Um, this is jujube mixed with, I want to say, dates. Well, it's dates, jujubes, and anise star. And I need to drink it because it really helps with balancing hormones if you have PCOS or any sort of hormonal imbalance. So I just took that off the kettle. I'm gonna drink it once it cools down a little. But as I was saying, the brunt should not be on us. We shouldn't have to work hard to receive the proper government. That's a given right. But obviously, that given right is something that we're going to have to take. And I think that's what Ibrahim Traore has showed us, is that sometimes when you want something, you have to take it by force. And this has been something that I've been saying for a long time, but it's just amazing to see a leader put that in action and really move forward. Hey, UVU. Hey, how's your day going? I missed you. And really move forward with everything that they said they were going to do. I think that is beautiful to see. It's inspiring. And we need to mobilize and organize. The masses of people need to mobilize and organize so that we have more leaders in place like Ibrahim Traore. And we put more leaders in place like Ibrahim Traore. And anybody who's not that needs to be exiled from politics. Hey, UVU. Right now, I'm just painting and also talking with you guys about important topics. Where are you based? If it's midnight, where are you current? Where do you live? Because it's 5:44 for me. I'm on the East Coast. So if it's midnight, no, it's not Obama. This doesn't look like Obama. This has lipstick and everything. This is a girl. Don't do Obama like that. Don't do that. um, Europe. You know what? I noticed UVU. Last time you came in here saying I look like Speed. Now you're asking if this is Obama. I'm clocking your tea. I'm clocking you. What part of Europe? I was just in Spain not too long ago. I was in Spain for a long time, actually. But I know it's so late. You're probably so tired. You need to get some rest and sleep. Well, actually, no, it's Saturday, so stay up, enjoy your time. What do you usually do on Saturdays? I know on Saturdays I like to do stuff like this. Like I like to create, and I also like to watch like YouTube videos, streaming. I feel like I can guess. I think you're from like an Eastern European country. Somewhere like Kazakhstan or something like I'm gonna ping your comment because I'm live on YouTube and Twitch. Can everybody, if you're on YouTube, try to guess where UVU is from? No. Ireland? You say you'll never guess, so it can't be somewhere like Ireland because Ireland is so common. Like everybody guesses Ireland or England. But I do feel like you're in some sort of like Eastern European country. No? Hmm. I don't know. This is a hard guess. Oh, okay. So I am right. Eastern European. I knew it. I knew it. East UVU. Do a country reveal. Do a country reveal. I'm gonna make three guesses. Poland, Russia, and Albania? Sun country. Sunny country. Okay, 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 okay. 1 second. If it's sun country, it's not Poland. And probably not Russia because it's not sunny there. Spain? Hold on. Now I have to Google what are sunny countries in Europe? Spain. Are you from Greece? Greece, Italy, Spain, Lisbon, Cyprus, Croatia, Malta, Madeira. Oh, those are all in Spain. You're not from any of those places. I just listed like 20 places. France? I don't think France is sunny though. Only in the summer. You're not from Italy, you're not from France. Let's see. Greece? You're not from Greece? Oh goodness. Okay, let me see. Okay, put the flag and then I'll try and see. This is hard. Whoa, what flag is that? I've never seen that flag before. Hold on. I've literally American geography and international history our has failed our students. Save our sons. Save our daughters. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna Google what flag this is. I'm actually gonna chat GPT it. I feel this is gonna be a crazy reveal because I have never seen this flag ever. Let me see. What country is this flag from? Let's see. It's loading. Dun dun dun. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Drum roll, please. Ba-da-ding. Alexander the Great. Wait, before I look at what country this is, you just said Alexander the Great. Persia? Oh, North Macedonia. Why did I say Persia? Delete that. Cut that part out. North Macedonia. Interesting. Wait, but I did say Macedonia, I think. No, I didn't. I said Madeira and Malta. Macedonia. I've never been there. My mom has been there a bunch of times. She really likes it. What is it like in Macedonia? I Googled Macedonia people. Oh, okay. That's why I said Persia, because for some reason in history we learned like Persia is associated with Alexander the Great. I Googled Macedonian people. This is what appears. Is this accurate? W Macedonia in the chat. W Macedonia. Y'all have baddies in Macedonia. For tourists are great for us at heart because yeah, I think honestly that's how I feel about most countries today. Is it's great for tourists, it's great to visit, but to live is very economically challenging because most countries are in a recession right now. A recession, a depression, and just the current state of the world is in shambles for the working class and for the proletariat. Oh, that's traditional clothing. Okay. So if that's traditional, what is the best Macedonian food? Like if I were to go right now to Macedonia, which by the way, I might actually travel to Macedonia, so let's stay in contact because I'm gonna be streaming a lot. Like I'm gonna be doing IRL streams while traveling a lot, and I'm gonna be traveling around Europe. So Macedonia, I'm gonna add it to the list, and I'm so serious. I'm gonna start coming to Macedonia. It's like I'm not joking. I have a list of places I want to go to film documentaries about different topics. So that's a traditional dress. What is like the best Macedonian dish if I were to go right now to Macedonia? Here, let me pin the flag. If I were to go right now to Macedonia, what would be the best food to order? Like, what is your favorite Macedonian food? Let me take a picture of that because I'm definitely, you know what's so crazy? So I'm currently in New York And I'm almost positive there's a Macedonian restaurant in New York because New York is so multicultural. There's people from all over the world. So I'm positive I can find this in New York. Maybe the next stream I'll look for a Macedonian restaurant in New York. Okay, I'm gonna Google what this is. Tavuk, Gravik. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Tavuk Gravis. Gravis. Tavuk Gravis. And ooh, it looks good. Y'all, this is it. This is Tavuk Gravis. This looks really good. You know what? Oh my goodness. This looks like a couple of things. So it looks a little bit like paella from Spain, but at the same time it looks like jambalaya from down south, like from Louisiana. So it's like it's so funny to see how different cultures have similar foods and similar things. Like this looks like jambalaya. This looks a little bit like paella. Ajavar. Ajavar is a delicious Balkan condiment. So you're from the Balkans. Okay, my uncle just came back from he was in some Balkan country. Where did he just come back from? He really loved, well, like, okay, he said it was a little bit depressing, but he loved the people. The people were so kind to him. He was in some Balkan place. Let me see. I have to find where did he go. Yeah, my uncle was living in the Balkans for a while. He was in, I have to find where he was from. No, he wasn't in Serbia. He was living there for a while because there was a girl who he met who he used to work with her. He was her coworker and she went back home to the Balkans. And he was with her for a while. But oh my gosh. Let me Google it because if I see the name, I'll be reminded. Let me Google Balkan countries. It's not Serbia. Um, there's 11. Bosnia, Bosnia. He was living in Bosnia for a while. Okay, yeah, he was in Bosnia. He enjoyed it. Something that he really liked was the Bosnian like breakfast or food, which is literally just random vegetables and cheeses that you just eat separately together. So that was interesting. Okay, Ajavar. This is Ajavar. It says Ajabar is a delicious Balkan condiment and relish made from roasted red peppers, eggplant, garlics, and spices. I know a lot. I noticed a lot of Balkan foods is made of like red peppers, spices, and red peppers and onions. This looks good. This looks really good. I know this tastes. I can look at this and tell that this tastes good. Like I can tell that this slaps. Yeah, they do. That's what he said. He really liked the food when he was there. But he said it was kind of depressing. Like everybody seemed so depressed because of like the working conditions, but everybody was so very warm and friendly, you know? So he really enjoyed it. He actually wants to move there. This looks good. I can tell this is good. Okay, the next one you said was Ka Kasamak. Kasamak. Ooh, this is porridge. I love a good porridge. Kasamak is a kind of maize porridge made in parts of Western Asia. Oh, this is similar to Turkish food, actually. I think Turkey has something like this. Yeah, exactly. You said Bosnia still have religious problem between people. So that's exactly, I'm gonna pin that comment because that's exactly what he said. Like he said you could physically feel the divide between people in Bosnia. Like there was still such a divide and you could still feel obviously with any place that experiences a war, With any place that experiences a war, you feel the aftermath of the war. But with Bosnia, it was just an intense, intense feeling of PTSD and like pain from the remnants of the war. Hey, Shay Different. Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm literally just in the process of painting and creating art. I sculpted this the other day, or I sculpted this like 2 weeks ago, and now I'm painting it. I kind of messed up, but I'm just having fun. Like, can you guys please please support my paintings? I worked hard on this, so don't make fun of me. This is an artistic rendering. Honestly, I was just practicing on how to sculpt a face. I'm just having fun with this. I have to sculpt a bit more though. Um, how's your day going, Shay Different? Thank you. It's supposed to be a person, if you can't tell. This is their lips, their eyes. This is the shirt that they're wearing. It's supposed to be a girl. Oh my God, this does not look like Nicki Minaj. Don't play with the queen like that, okay? Do not play with the queen. The Barbs will, no, don't play with her. This is art though. Thank you. Thank you. Um, how is everyone's day going? Are you guys okay? Y'all need to stop. You know what? Let me put this down. Y'all better stop. This does not look. Don't say that, please. This is an artistic rendering of a person who does not exist. I support and I love Nikki, and I love. If I see another comment, I'm about to scream. Please. Okay, let me go back and read the comments. In general, every traditional food here is very good. Yeah, I want to travel to Macedonia and try the food. Every tourist go home with 5 to 6. Yeah, he came home much heavier. Like the food there was so good. That's all there is to do for the most, not all there is to do. There's a lot of historical things to do, but a good portion of what to do involved like really delicious food. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it looks great. Thank you. Oh, y'all, why am I getting these? Y'all, please be respectful of my art and also the Black women. I'm a Black woman myself, so don't disrespect any Black woman in my chat. I'm serious about that. But this is art. Honestly, this is just me playing around, so I don't take it too serious, but yeah. What else are you making? So actually, this is all that I'm making for today because I have a class. I'm trying to learn how to do Photoshop and how to do color grading, so I'm about to join that class. But tomorrow, I think I'm gonna make some more. I don't know, what do you guys want to see me make? Shay Different, UVU, and everybody in the chat, like, what do you guys want to see me make? Because I'll make it for you guys. I'll try. I'm literally trying to learn how to make pottery right now. But I have made some pretty good pottery. Like I've made really good cups, bowls. Traditional pottery, I'm great at. Sculpting is hard. Like to actually sculpt a human being is very, very hard. So I'm still learning that. I'm also working on embroidery. I don't know if you can see, but it's in pencil, so you can't really see it. because it's all in pencil, but I drew a picture of a wolf who is bleeding on this. And it's basically it's a picture of a wolf that's bleeding. It's supposed to be symbolic of my dad. Um, and I'm going to embroider it. I drew it in pencil first, and I'm going to actually fill it in with the embroidery floss. So I'll probably do that tomorrow. I just need to get the needle because I only had the floss. But I wanted to make a piece dedicated to my dad. So I'm working on that. And then what else am I doing? I might do some painting. Do I have a lot of free time? No. This is, I really don't have a lot of free time. That's why I'm starting to do more arts and crafts because I feel like a lot of my time has gone to, because I'm an entrepreneur and I'm trying to be like a content creator and a streamer. Really, I'm a journalist. I write for different publications and I do like human rights coverage. So I do a lot of documentaries. I'm actually going to put them in the chat. Um, This is my full time that I love to do, which I'm so passionate about, is human rights documentaries all across the globe. So I travel around to different countries and I cover important stories about, like recently I've been covering stories about what's happening in Palestine, the genocide against Palestinians. I've also been covering about Lake Lanier in America, which is like a lake that people are saying is haunted. I'm gonna put one of my documentaries in the chat. One of them I went to Japan and did a documentary on the disappearing business. Y'all have to watch this one. I'll put that one in the chat. The documentary about the disappearing business, because that one is interesting and it's about people in Japan who, because Japan has a very high suicide rate, they don't want to commit suicide, but they still want to disappear because Japan is very harsh when it comes to like work conditions. So they disappear and get rid of their identity. And I interviewed the people who helped them disappear. So I am going to send this in the chat and feel free to like check out the channel and everything. Um, Let me pull it up for you guys. 1 second. I could never do that. I'm not artsy. You don't have to be, honestly, I think you could do it. Shay different. I feel like you could do it. Art is all about self-expression. Art is all about self-expression. It's not about whether you're on paper deemed as an artist or, if you're an artist. I think art is just how you express yourself in that physical medium. Because some people might say this is not art, but for me, this is art because it has a meaning behind it and it has a purpose. So whatever you create, whatever you put out into the world, that is your art. And you are an artist, Shay. Put it in the chat, please. Oh, thank you. Okay, y'all, I'm about to drop so many links in the chat. Please watch all my documentaries. Like, this has been my dream and my passion since I was young, to start a platform that's kind of like Vice News, but more from people telling their own story. So, sometimes Vice, they the way that they tell the story is from like a very kind of colonialist standpoint or like voyeuristic. This is people firsthand telling their own story. So I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Thank you. Okay, that's one doc. Did I put that? Okay, yeah. There's so many that's the Japan disappearing business one. Like, this is what I'm talking about right now. I could get emotional. I could cry talking about this because I've dedicated my whole life to creating these documentaries, and I hope you guys like it. Like, it's taken so much to even do one or two documentaries. Um, okay, let me find the Lake Lanier one. I'm about to drop a lot in the chat, so y'all can click on it, y'all can watch it, and let me know what you think. Like, I'm gonna be live again tomorrow. Y'all don't have to watch it right now because I know like you're probably busy and we're talking right now, but when you guys do watch it, please come back in the chat and let me know like what you think when I rejoin. I'm gonna put another doc in the chat. And I actually have two channels. One has 94 subscribers and one has 2,000 subscribers. The one that I'm sending is the one with 94 because that's the new one that I'm trying to get monetized. But I'll also send you guys the old one too. Your medias are very powerful and make create different views. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you. I gotta pin that chat. Thank you, Shay, and thank you, UVU. Like, y'all are so supportive, and I just want to say I'm so thankful and so I feel so blessed to know you guys. I know that we haven't met in person, but I feel like I can just tell y'all are real as fuck. Like, y'all are very real individuals, and I love you guys so much. And what are you like? What are some things that you guys are passionate about? Because I also want to support what you guys are doing. Um, okay, one second. I'm gonna link. Oh shoot! Ignore those last two links. I accidentally sent a link to the YouTube studio. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Um, Here, I'm about to link to two different channels. One sec. Ignore those last two. One second, one second. Okay, so the channels that I just sent you, that's the one that has 94 subscribers, but I have one that has 2,000 subscribers. And on this documentary, I got 100,000 views. I'm so proud of it. It's my highest viewed video, and it got me most of my subscribers. And I'm so proud because this documentary took years, years to make. Like, I'm talking 3 years to make, 3 to 5 years, maybe even more than that. It took a long time. Every single documentary you see here took years to make. Like, I'm not even joking. I have so many other projects that are taking years as well, and I need to figure out a way to do it quickly instead of taking so long. But one of the links that I sent has 100,000 views. I'm so proud. And like I said, I have two different channels, so let me also link to the one that you guys couldn't see, which is this one, and there was another one that I sent. I would really love to know what you guys think. Like, I'm so thankful for all of y'all in this chat right now. I really love y'all. Let me go up to one of the questions. What is happening in Los Angeles that we didn't know? Thank you for asking. I would love to know, to get more of these questions. Like, we can just start having real live chats with each other. But I'm gonna let this dry, and I'm gonna answer your question while I paint. So what's happening in Los Angeles? I would say it's a number of different things. Right now, we are really seeing ICE being the modern Gestapo, right? If you look back at the history of, hold on, let me add this to so people can know what I'm talking about. If you look at the history of Hitler and how he rose to power, ICE and Trump are copying the same exact tactics that Hitler, Mussolini, Pol Pot, and all former dictators used. Now, what's happening in Los Angeles, it's kind of a central, because there are so many people who immigrated into Los Angeles from Mexico, which, by the way, I wouldn't even call it immigration. I would say, I wouldn't even call it immigration. I would say Los Angeles is Mexico. Before Mexico was colonized, before Los Angeles was colonized, it was Mexico. So all indigenous Mexican people who Trump is telling to get out and go back to their own country, this is their country. It's not his country. So he's telling people to leave and go to their home country. This is their country, especially Los Angeles. But what we're seeing happening in Los Angeles is we're seeing a lot of ICE raids, a lot of ICE police attacks happening. We're seeing a lot of unjust ICE police raids happening. And it's not just in Los Angeles, it's happening all over the country. It's also happening in New Jersey. We just saw the New Jersey black mayor be elected. I mean, sorry, be arrested. We just saw a black mayor be arrested on national television because he was protesting against ICE. Now, that should tell you more than anything that we are heading into fascism if we are not already full speed ahead in fascism. I would say we are. I would say that we're in a mix of late stage capitalism meets fascist dictatorship. Now, one thing I want to add is that Los Angeles right now, to answer your question, is really not safe for a lot of different migrant communities or different people who Trump is targeting right now. So we're seeing a lot of deportations. We're seeing a lot of people scared to even show up to court hearings because they're afraid that they'll be arrested or they're afraid that they'll be unfairly deported. And a lot of people are being unfairly deported. We're seeing a lot of people who are not even from Mexico being deported to Mexico under the Remain in Mexico policy, which is one of the most dangerous policies that there is. Because people who are not from these areas are being deported to areas where they don't speak the language, they don't know anyone, and a lot of times it's women and children who are being deported. So we're seeing a widespread spike in that happening in Los Angeles, where the Remain in Mexico policy, in pretty much any border state, we're seeing it happening in Texas too. Anywhere where there's a border, we are seeing a huge, huge, huge spike in deportations, unjust, illegal deportations, unjust, illegal arrest, and rhetoric that is similar to the same rhetoric that the Nazi fascist party has used for so many years. So, yeah, right now that's what's happening in LA. Now I'm going to read through the next comment. It says, "You're a boss. Those documentaries are insane." Thank you, Shay. Shay, you're the GOAT. Like, Shay, your username is facts. Your name is Shay Different. You're really different. Like you're different. You're a different type of person. You are so kind. You're just amazing. Like I wish we could all like meet up in person because I love my chat. Like I just love you guys so much. And I appreciate like when you have time, I would love to know like what you really think like in depth about the doc, like your whole thoughts on it. What you think about the editing, the topic, just everything. Well, Trump will say that it's my election promise. It is his election promise, and that's the thing. He's doing exactly what he promised, but that doesn't make it right. He's still committing evil, atrocious acts. So that doesn't change anything. Just because he promised, if he says, I promise to kill everybody in this country and 10 other countries, you can't really say, I mean, hey, he did promise. But what you can say is you can get mad at the people who voted for him. That's how I feel. The people who voted for him, they're getting exactly what they deserve. Like, and they think that they're not going to be affected by it, but trust me, trust they are going to be affected by it. They think right now he's just targeting immigrant communities, he's just targeting Black communities, not realizing you're next. And I always quote this saying that says, if they come for you in the morning, if they come for me in the night, or if they come for us, it's an Angela Davis quote that says, if they come for us in the nighttime, they will come for you in the morning. And that's what his supporters fail to realize is that, yeah, they're coming for us in the night. They're coming for us right now. But y'all don't even see how in a few, it's going to be, y'all are going to be next on the chopping block. So while they're laughing and celebrating and they're so happy and they feel like they're taking their country back and Trump is delivering on all his promises, it's going to come back to bite them in the ass in the worst way possible because they don't realize that he is just out for self. And that's what Elon Musk is learning now. You see that they're already fighting. His base is already being divided. Why? Because Trump is out for self. He's not out for anything else besides that. Um, and he's out for destruction. So yeah. Honestly, I'm just having fun. I'm not really trying to paint or anything. I'm just doing some somatic art therapy. I just need to create something. I just need to let a brush touch up canvas one time. Thank you. Elon do that because his company wasn't bankrupt. Yeah, I know. But that's the thing with Elon. Elon Musk thought Elon was perfectly fine to help Trump all these years. He was perfectly fine to help get Trump elected. He was perfectly fine to get rid of millions and millions of jobs away from Americans. He literally is responsible for millions of Americans being fired and out of work. That's what Doge did. He did these billion-dollar cuts where he cut all the jobs of a lot of African Americans, a lot of people of color, and he got a lot of people fired and ruined a lot of people's lives. Now he's surprised that those cuts actually were cuts meant to affect Tesla. He didn't realize that Trump was also going to cut the Tesla funding. When he saw that Trump also cut electric vehicle funding, which is responsible for about $1 billion worth of Tesla, which is the exact same thing that he did to Americans, where he cut all their jobs, he cut billions of jobs to save billions in dollars, and then Trump cut his job. That's exactly what I mean. That's what's going to happen to his supporters. They think it's benefiting them until they realize it's not exclusive to just hurting Black Americans. It's going to hurt everybody. And they don't realize it until they see, like, hey, until they see their relative, their community, their mother, their father being impacted, they don't care. They only care when it affects them. And that's Elon is a prime example, which is so crazy. Oh no. Okay. Sorry. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. I have to call you back. I'll be right back. Hello? Okay, guys. Sorry. I have to go. I'm running 20 minutes late to a class. And the professor called me. Oh, y'all. I have a Zoom call I'm supposed to be on right now. So I want to say bye. I want to say thank you. I want to say I love you guys. I'm gonna answer in the next. I'm gonna go live again tomorrow, and join my live every day because I really enjoy you guys' conversation. Like I really enjoy talking to you, especially UVU and Shay. Like I really enjoy talking to you guys. So come back next time and I'll answer your question. Elon do that. Can Elon be deported? I read somewhere. Is that true? I hope so. Like everybody's talking about getting deported. He is the only person that needs to be deported. Keep everybody else and deport Elon. Get him out of here. But yeah, I'm running late to class. So I want to say thank you. Please come back tomorrow. I know my room is a mess. But yeah, thank you so much. I love you guys. Bye. Bye, Shay. Bye, UVU. Bye, everybody. Peace out. And watch my documentaries. Subscribe on YouTube. Please support on YouTube. That's my dream, my passion. So please follow, and I'll talk to you guys later.